Hey, Sarah here with you, and in this video, I want to talk about how life can get in the way of the thing that you want to do and pursue. Of course, drawing, I believe, could be the biggest victim that's been ignored by the society, while other sort of talents could have a better shot, like acting or composing or so on like that, may have a better shot because the society has, I guess you could say, accepted other sorts of art, but have completely ignored things like drawing and sculpture and painting and all of that. For people who are doing that, or drawing or something, usually it is something that people do in their time off or in breaks or something, because there isn't really much of a job fields that you can work with drawing, except only animation, of course, and even animation nowadays are working a lot with Maya. So all you do is draw the shape and then do the modeling via Maya or 3D Max or any of the 3D programs, which is a completely different process from doing a classic animation frame by frame. You are creating an object and then moving it via bone by bone, or working with some sort of an actor to do certain movements, and then it will be put in the program. I don't know much about modeling. By the way, I'm not that experienced in modeling, but I did see, how people use that a bit, so I can have a general idea about it. Moving on, as I said, that sometimes you will sacrifice your hobby for your future. In other words, that when you are late teen, early 20s, because most of you guys are still under 18, so I know you're still not so much thinking about what I'm gonna do in the future, but at a time you're gonna think like that. I need to find a job so I can get money, even if it's something that is totally different from the field of drawing, because you want to support yourself and support your future. So you'll end up having a job in a totally different field. And of course, there are those who are working and at college at the same time, which I find extremely hard to do, and I wish them the best of luck. When I was at college, I didn't have a job, or I did go to trainings, but it wasn't that like you should be here on time and you have this amount of work to do. It wasn't like that. They understood that I had college and it took a lot of time, and like 12 or 13 hours of the day for just college. So they would tell us we will meet you once in the weekend for only a couple of hours or so. So having, a training and college and everything made drawing for me a really hard process to do. And in 2010, you probably guessed, why I have not been doing a lot of videos this year and earlier in 2011 too, is because of college. I was third and fourth year, so it was like the final year for me at college, and it took a lot of my time because all of a sudden things got really harder and tougher, and there were more projects that I needed to work on in college. So drawing just, I guess, fell back as my least priority in a way. And now I'm done with college and I'm finished. So the natural thing that people would think or would say, to me, go find a job. I really want to do that, but unfortunately at this moment there aren't any sort of jobs to be offered to, a lot of people. My cousin, her company told her that she will be leaving soon, in a couple of weeks or so, because they just don't have enough money to pay employees anymore because of how bad the economic state in Egypt at the moment. So I need to start my own project. I need to start up my own idea, which is even tougher than working at someone and getting paid by someone. So this is what I'm doing right now, and I'm also taking some graphic courses in order for me, or to help me to, I guess, find a job, even if it's not exactly in the drawing field, because drawing is something and graphic design is something else. So it's my priority right now to concentrate on graphic designings at the moment, and if I can try to put drawing in the middle, then I'll be so happy, because I'll be able to put them together and do something I really like with something that I also enjoy very much, and it will lead to really an interesting product probably. But even I'm saying that I like drawing, I also like comics. But if I'm working at graphics and drawings at the same time, I would leave my comic at the side and just concentrate on the graphics and drawings project I'm working on. That is, if I'm working with a company. That is, what I'm trying to say is that I understand how some of you feel frustrated because life takes away a lot of your time and you have to sacrifice drawing in the process. So I guess give it the time you have when you're free or when you're able to draw. And also, for people who likes to draw, they will always try to upgrade their skills. They're not always saying, I want to learn only manga, I want to try newer stuff, more harder stuff. I'm interested in realism. I want to draw portraits of people. I know I have tried to draw my face once, but it turned out to be disasterific, I would call it. But it doesn't mean I'm stopping. I am going to take some drawing courses later. So this is one thing that might stop you, for example, from doing comics or manga, because you want to grow your skill. It's not something I would say that will get in your way, but it will make you stop doing something you like in order to improve something else. So you see what I am right now? It's all of these factors, and the fact also that drawing has been ignored by people, that makes us people who draw find it a hard time to make living out of drawing. But because we don't have all of the resources to become that good, we're trying, or we're pushing ourselves to become better in the free time we have. Thus our development takes longer time, and we find ourselves doing a really good project later on when we are older. For example, 27, 28, and there was this interesting video that Psyker has done when he was talking about his process and how he learned drawing, and he said that he's 27 but he still is going to pursue more knowledge to learn. This is I think the video is starting to draft off from the original point of it, but I'm saying that if you really like drawing, surely you're going to be faced with a lot of things that will come and face you and tell you, stop, you're not drawing, you're gonna do something else, because you have a life and you need to, I guess, work with this in order to be able to live on your life or have a job or so on, or something like that. And then if you also love drawing, you love telling stories, but you still want to grow up your skill, you will end up taking courses or learning lessons or classes or so on to become better, which might come in the fact of I want to make something, or I want to make a story, but I still need to learn more to be able to produce something more professionally. So it's all of these factors that might come in your way, might slow you down on your productivity a bit, but in the end, I would tell you, give it your all. It's a very enjoyable process, and I guess the whole picture is that when you finish something you're doing and then you look at it and then you say, I can't believe I did this, I can't believe I made this picture, it looks so cool, even though I spend a lot of time working on it, like 2 or 3 or 4 days, but still the result is great. And I absolutely love how it looks, even though it took that long time because I had things to do and I was drawing this in my free time when I had free time. So, it's an interesting, I guess, discussion video in a way. I'm doing these because, there aren't a lot of people who do these kind of discussion to talk to about things that might come in your way and real life and all that kind of stuff. So I hope that you would get something out of this and it will be useful to you somehow. So yeah, that sort of wraps up this discussion. I really like doing these kind of discussion stuff. So if you have any things you want to talk about relating to life and drawing, tell me and I will make a discussion video about it like that. And if you are interested to have a discussion with me on this kind of stuff, I don't mind. We can do that sometime also and post it later on YouTube. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you in another video. And I truly wish the best to people who are drawing and doing their best to be able to create something out of their drawing talent. So that's it. Later, guys.